What is up, guys? Revan here today, and well, this is the last deck of our expanded week, and this time it's gonna be a Zoroark, Garchomp, and Giratina deck. And I've saved the best for last. I think I wanted to go back to the consistency of Zoroark with few new touches, with few new cards that were released, and I thought, you know what? Let's do it. Let's just go all in on what I know, what I would like to see right now in the standard format. So that is this deck. But before I'm gonna go card by card, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos like that, and because we're on the road to 600 subscribers, which means 600 sub giveaway, and at 1000 we're gonna give away a huge prize. Alright, so let's go card by card. So we're playing one Ditto. Of course, we're using a lot of evolution, so Ditto is a must here. We're playing 4-4 line of Zorua and Zoroark-GX for the trade ability. For those who never played Zoroark-GX before, or you were not playing it once it wasn't standard, well, that is the card that I've learned how important is consistency in the deck. Thanks to this card solely, I've learned so much in terms of competitive play, in terms of, not even deck building, but in terms of how the deck works, about the tempo. So many things I've learned from this one card, and well, here we are, right? A nice circle where I'm finally, an established player, and I can play it in expanded. That's really cool. Then we have one copy of Tinachomp, one copy of Marshtomp. We've got Marshadow-GX as well, 2-2 line of Rockruff and Lycanroc. We've got, one Grimer, one Power of Alchemy Muk, again a royalty, right? Once it wasn't standard, well, when it first came out, right, this card was, well, no one cared about, let's put it this way, lightly, no one cared about this card. Then around October last year, right, everyone's like, oh, this card is super good, it really destroys a lot of basics, and if this card was in standard currently, there would be no Mew 3, I can guarantee you that. But let's move on. We've got a Marshadow with a Let Loose ability, and we also got a Mr. Mime-GX as a tech card. Like, that's a nod to everyone who was watching me on stream because they wanted it, and I was like, alright, we can put it. So that's my nod and thank you to everyone who's there live with me on streams. Let's go to trainer cards. We've got 3 Evosodas, of course. We've got 4 Pokégears, 3 Pokémon Communications, 1 Reset Stamp, 4 Ultra Balls. We've got 2 Devoured Fields, 1 Brigette, 4 Cynthias, 2 Lillies, 2 Professor M Lectures, 1 Sycamore, 1 Tate Liza with 4 DCE, 5 Fighting type energy, and 3 Psychic. You might say, like, why you're not having Guzma? Because I have it here. Bloodthirsty Eyes is one-way Guzma. We're switching our opponent's active Pokemon, and it's really darn good. So let's save the deck, let's go, let's play a few games, and I highly recommend you just going down there below in the description. You have the whole deck. You can copy and paste it to your Pokemon trading card game online and play it, have fun. And if you're maybe not new to the game, but if you want to, understand a lot more about the consistency, like why this consistency matters, right? Like why you can have, fantastic deck, but if it's not consistent, it's not gonna perform at the highest level. You should play Zoroark-GX. Definitely something that will help you learn that. That's why, in many of our decks, like many of my decks, I go for consistency more rather than, like super hard hits. Because you will play the tournament and you'll play best of 3 scenarios, so your deck has to perform constantly on the highest level. Of course, we have a small percentage of bricks along the way, right? So you have to be prepared for that. Of course, you want to go first or want to go second, you do want to go first with this deck because you want to evolve first, right? You want to be that person, but well, here we're going second actually. Alright, let's go. Let's see what are we facing, and let's have some fun. Let's play those few games. And again, as I said, right, you may think your deck has 95% fantastic matchups, you destroy everything, but this 5%, right, this 5% of your bad matchups will matter in the tournaments. Okay, I have to stop talking and we have to bring that Tinachomp up front. And I can do it in 2 ways. I can use Tate Liza and I can start attacking. And honestly, that's what I'm going to do, right? So I'm going to play Tate Liza. We're going to switch here. what I'm gonna use is, of course, Ultra Ball, and well, I don't think I need Marshadow with Let Loose. That's 20 for each heads. It's gonna sound funny, but if he's doing a lot of coin flips and those coin flips are, well, even, this means we're gonna play Mr. Mime-GX. Have Evosoda, so I'm gonna have Zoroark next turn, thanks to Evosoda, and of course, I will be able to attack with linear attack. I know we're weak to Jigglypuff. I created a deck around this like 2 or 3 months ago, and I know my luck was pretty darn bad with this deck, so I'm gonna assume that my opponent's luck with this deck is gonna be bad as well. So I'm saying 3 good coin flips, that's it, so around 120 damage. Oh, okay, so alright, so we've got expand during your opponent's next turn. Oh, and Pokemon Center Lady already, okay. Second, I think I made okay, that's 6. I made a mistake with promoting this type of Pokemon as their active. But okay. We can figure this out. We can work this out. Alright, Elm's Lecture. Not really needing Elm's Lecture right now. Same goes to Pokégear. Ultra Ball. And let's take... I mean, I can take a Ditto. Why not? I can take a Ditto. And there we go. So another linear attack. And damage is decreased. It's so easy to hate you, your heart to love. Yep. Good songs, only good songs. So we got a Brigette, we got a Cynthia. So now I have to pick, and you know what? I'm gonna play a Lycanroc first. And let's see who's harder to retreat. Okay, so I know he's harder to retreat, so I'm gonna snipe that bench. Because the game is, well, we're getting close to getting knocked out, and I don't like that. I don't want that. At the same time, I can just, put stuff on the Lycanroc and slowly prepare him as an attacker. Trade on Evosoda this time. Let's see. We've got... Okay, so we got Marshadow. Linear attack. Let's snipe that bench. So I'm assuming he does not have like DC, or maybe he has, but his hand is quite weak, so I can try. Alright, okay, never mind. Now I'm weak, but we're gonna have a knockout, so there's a knockout for him. He picks 3 prize cards, but I'm gonna play Brigette, so we're gonna have full bench, 120 damage at least. Thanks for Brigette, like that's why I didn't discard her. Brigette, 1, 2, okay. 1, 2. Yeah, Marshadow-GX, why not? We can go that way. Trade, of course, on the Rockruff, because I might get a DCE, and we've got so we've got a DCE, so it goes on the Lycanroc. Perfect. That's 3, so reset stamp down to 3. And Righteous Beating. There we go. Now he is in trouble. He has to charge. Again, he can play Mina, he can, play many things. Douglas Power of Alchemy, but we don't need that. So, again, Zoroark Lycanroc deck with, with Tinachomp. Quite interesting idea, quite cool thing. I made a mistake. I'm gonna say that. I made a mistake of promoting Giratina. I forgot that we are unfortunately weak towards Fairy type. But, right now we're looking good. Like, we are looking good. Why I was not scared of this Jigglypuff? Because I played that deck. I've created that deck. And those coin flips never hit more than 3 times. Never. And there we go. So that was the game number 1. You see, even though we gave out like 3 prize cards, which was fine, you know, we're still able to work our way towards the victory. And yes, I finished the ladder today in the morning, like during the stream today. So tomorrow, no, yesterday, because yeah, this is Friday, yesterday. Which was, so today for me, yesterday for you watching, you get the point. Oh. Oh, sure. That was, you know, weird sneeze and weird noises. So we've won the coin flip. Would you like to go first? Yes, please. I would love to go first, right? Like our best, you know, turn 1 is, well, this time Rockruff, and you know, going for something else. I would say Brigette, Elm's Lecture, Pokégear. Kiawe, alright, so he's gonna play Kiawe, which means that he's gonna pass the turn back to me, which is good. Plus, okay, 2 mulligans. Perfect. What is that? Okay, that's Volcanion EX, alright. He hits 130, alright. Ability, once in your turn before you... Okay, never mind. I can play Ultra Ball, discard Mime and another Ultra Ball. And what I can do is I can go for Ditto. So the reason I'm going for Ditto is I can actually evolve it for to whatever I want. As if I would go for Grimer, well, my opponent would kind of know what I'm going for, right? So I want to keep it hidden for a little bit, you know, just like a little bit of spice later. But also, you know, if he's gonna knock out Rockruff, I can still play that Lycanroc, right? Or I would be able to have 2 Zoroark-GXs next turn if I'm not gonna get, for example, Alolan Muk, which is, you know, just me giving myself more options towards future turns, because of course once in your turn you may discard Fire type. If you do, your basic Pokemon attacks do 30 more. Alright. And of course we've got a Reshizard. Like, of course there is a Reshizard. Like, what I was even thinking, it has to be a Reshizard. And you know, definitely Volcanion EX, well, it helps him a lot. And I mean Reshizard, of course, like, you know, this 30 additional damage on the Reshizard is huge and can be huge. You know, it can be a game changer in terms of, like, you know, facing Pikarom, anything, right? That's why people played Shrine of Punishment in the standard format on a Reshizard, right, or in a Reshizard decks. So I kind of have to change my idea right now. So there's going to be a Lycanroc, but I'm going after Reshizard. So I know I'm going to discard 1. I'm going to use trade. We're going to discard 1. Another Zoroark. Discard Ultra Ball. Tina Chomp, that's not bad. But do I want something else instead of Tina Chomp? That's a good question. Because it's going to take me some more time to charge up. But yeah, let's play that Tina Chomp and let's 110 damage. Claw Slash. There we go. So this is just me assuming he doesn't have Welder in his hand. That he can't really go for the G. Oh my goodness. Just as I said it. That I hope he doesn't have it. He just goes with that. Oh, 230 damage incoming. No fun to play against. Oh boy. And a Flash Strike. Yep. So the plan was good. He just had a Welder. Okay. Shuffle. Right. Reset Stamp. I'm gonna play Devoured Field. And now it's time for trades. So on Pokégear, because Lillie is going to be important next turn. And okay, we've got a DCE. I mean, I do kind of have a feeling that once I'm going to get rid of Reshazad, I might pick up a win. Marshadow. Let's refresh my hand. One more time. There we go. Because I want to have full bench. I need to have a full bench, right? For this to be, you know, to even think about knocking out this Reshazad. Of course, he can go for Max Potion. Like, there's so many things he can do. But I know I'm gonna nominate my Tinachomp as an active after he's gonna knock out Zoroark, because he can use Outrage to knock it out. Like, there's just no conversation here. But with Tinachomp, I can actually snipe him, right? Even if he's gonna put it on the bench, I can still make that damage. So yeah, he goes with an Outrage. Sure, that works. Down to 2 prize cards, and now it's time for us. Okay, so trade on Elm's Lecture. We don't need Elm's Lecture. Come on, we have to dig, right? We're digging for those better pieces. Okay, I don't have another Zoroark, so okay. We went this way, which means I can discard Devoured Field and Cynthia. And get a Grimer. So we're gonna get rid of this team up ability. Linear attack, of course, a knockout. Like, this is getting really close, and this is getting really interesting, because I know he can have a welder, right? So that would mean like 130 damage. Fury Belt, you know, so many options for him, so little for me. And of course, because I went all kind of in on that Tinachomp, I have to commit to that, right? I have to commit to that Tinachomp. But I do feel like tides have turned a little bit. This is going to be an ability Charizard. I know, he's putting Welder, so there's going to be energy, there's going to be attack. Like a huge attack incoming on Tinachomp. Or, okay, he's preparing another Reshazad, right. Can I get myself to the GX? Oh, okay. So he's not putting anything on Reshazad. Now he's starting it. Okay. Max Elixir. Yeah, I feel like he's got me. He has my number here. I do feel he has my number. No Brigette. Yep, that's going to 180. Concede. Unfortunately, that's a concede. Oh, that was a rough game. That was a rough game. Alright, one more. Come on. One more game. Let's go for it. 220, right? The next year, the 25th anniversary of Pokemon, actually, next year in 2020. How cool is that? How amazing is that? And again, guys, remember, there are going to be videos from 21st to 23rd of October on the YouTube channel. Don't worry, but there's going to be no streams at all. So we've lost a coin flip, so I have to drink. Not a good hand. Not a good hand. Alright, so we've got 2 Evosodas, but we've got Elm's Lecture, and that's the more important card for this hand. Why this card is so important? Well, it's going to help us establish the board, right? It's going to help us establish the bench, and we have to do it, right? And there's no other way. Steven's, okay, but that's not resolved. That's Steven. I won't say in Polish, just Steven. So that's supported for a turn. Oh, and he's okay, so he searched for the exact cards, and we drew Marshadow. And alright, so he's looking at Ghastlies as well. So they basically have abilities. So definitely something like Muk is gonna help me. Marshadow down to 4 cards. I know how annoying this is going to be. I know it kind of cuts me as well. Down to 4 cards, but right now it's more important to cut him down out of those cards. Oh, and we are gonna top deck right now. So I'm gonna have to top deck. I hope he is going to top deck as well. DCE already on Zorua. I mean, disruption, right? Now, being able to disrupt your opponent, quite important here. Especially when you see, you know, like someone plays Steven's Resolve, when someone is just preparing their hand, Reset Stamp, Marshadow, you know, and so many options in Expanded that you can do just to disrupt. Because the thing is that a lot of people rely too much on like Steven's Resolve. They go like, oh, you know, you're playing Steven's Resolve, you're all set. Yes, but there is still End, there's still Reset Stamp, there's so much more to that. And look at that, we've got Evosoda. That's why we have that Evosoda, because bam, already active Zoroark-GX. My goodness, what a good card. DCE, and we're using trade. Maybe we're gonna have even another Zoroark, who knows. Let's go. And Cynthia from the top. Mwah. That's what consistency means. That's why it's that good. And also we have a knockout. Righteous Beating. Weakness. Consistency. That's what I'm talking about all the time, right? Of course, if I'm going to play Sycamore, I'm going to discard those 3 energies because I do want to play... oh, he's going to confuse me. Definitely a really good move for my opponent. Definitely a really good move. So I have a few options. And, well, I don't need Muk anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a Lycanroc. But why am I going for this Lycanroc? Because I want to knock out Gengar EX. Like, that's why I'm doing it, right? Because again, using the weakness against my opponent. There goes DCE, Sycamore, so fresh 7 cards. And there is Zoroark inside those 7 cards. Perfect. So retreat. I don't need trades right now. I mean, I can if I want to. If I want, you know, 2 more Zoroarks, but I'm cool with that. And that's a game. He gave up. He gave up because the deck is so consistent. So guys, thank you so much for watching that video. Thank you so much for watching that deck. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos like that. Don't forget that down there below in the description we have a 5% discount on any code you would purchase on Professor Oak. And don't forget, you know, to check me out live on Twitch. It's Raven Calls Snatchku. So goodbye, mwah, and good night. Boing. Raven loves ya. Bye.